Hi everyone, Emily here. I'm a career coach with a business background and I love helping people succeed with their big, beautiful dreams. Whether they're thinking of going back to work after a career break, getting a new job, a promotion, maybe even starting a business. Whatever it is, I love helping people succeed because you spent about a third of your life working. That's like 90,000 hours. And when you're doing work that you hate, your mental and physical health suffer. But when you're doing work that you love and you're getting paid well for it, that improves your income, where and how you live, your mental and physical health, your relationships with your loved ones, and just overall feelings of happiness and content. And that's why I love what I do. Because if I can help you get your professional self squared away, then your personal life will also improve. So if you're watching this video, you're likely interested in some coaching package, seeing what I can do, how I can help you. So let me share my screen and show you what I mean. And that rhymed, and I love when that happens. But let's talk about you and what's happening with your life. Because usually people come to me when they're starting to feel a little bit stuck, like they're stuck in the same place and they're ready for that change. And I offer two programs to help, the Breakthrough Bootcamp and the Masterclass. So the boot camp is a short, intense program. It's about 3 sessions and it's designed to solve your number one career problem, that thing that keeps you up at night, that's running through your brain and you can't get to sleep. So it's great for specific problems like I hate my job and I want to leave, or I want to ask for a promotion, or I'm thinking of going back to work after a career pause. Now, the boot camp is not going to tell you how to get a job. That's the masterclass. But it will tell you your next steps. The bootcamp is designed to be a place to talk through ideas and bounce around options and make a strategic plan to get your ideas done. So that number one problem that keeps you up at night is taken care of. And you get some confidence and clarity and action plan for your next steps. But if you're ready to look for a new job, that's the masterclass. So let's talk about it. Now, the Career Clarity Masterclass is great if you're looking for a new job, thinking about changing careers, coming back after a career pause, and together we work together through the 5 steps of career development. And I've developed these steps over the years. I've worked with hundreds of people on these steps, and here's how it works. Now, the first step to kick your career in gear is we need to get your mindset right. And by that, I mean your mental fortitude, because it's not easy to pivot or take a risk or make a change. Your brain wants to protect you and keep you small. So we talk about silencing your inner critic, overcoming imposter syndrome, building up your self-esteem. And then after that, we talk about your values and what's important to you professionally and personally. So why do you want to come back to work? What does that mean to you? What's the impact it's going to have on your life? And professionally, what's your ideal job situation? Part-time, flex time? What kind of insurance do you want? What's your salary must have? Also, what about company values and culture? What's important to you? And this is a really important step to answer because it's the foundation of your career development, because you want to have a job that fits your needs and your values and your mission and wants. Step 2, we talk about researching and assessing. So researching the marketplace, what kind of jobs are out there, what interests you, who are your potential employers, and what do they want? And then we assess your skills. So once we understand the marketplace and what's out there and what the employers want, we look at your skills and what you have to offer, and skills that might be transferable or skills that your employers would value. Once we figure that out, now we can move on to your personal brand. Because once we've evaluated your skills and what you want and what the marketplace wants, we can develop your brand. And this is how I define personal brand: who you are and what you offer in a way that helps you stand out from the competition and helps you speak to target customers. So target customers, the people who are going to hire you. We talk about personal branding statements to put on your resume and LinkedIn and cover letter, how to introduce yourself with confidence, help people understand what you're about. This is a really hard section, so this is really great to talk through with the coach. Next up, we talk about networking, because now that you know what you want and how to present yourself, now it's time to tap into your network, because 75% of jobs are found through networking. So I'm not going to tell you to go to networking events. We talk about strategic networking that gets you connected to the right people to help you land your next job. And of course, we also talk about LinkedIn and about building a strong profile and an optimized profile, because if you don't have that, you might as well not be job hunting at all. Now, Speaking of job hunting, that's the next step. So now that you've done all that work and built up the foundation, we're talking about how to do job searching, resume, cover letters, job interviews, negotiating your salary. That's one of my favorite parts. And then I even include a bonus step because once you get the job, how do you deal with those tough work personalities? How do you position yourself for a raise or promotion, strengthening your brand at work to build up your great reputation? So this is really a step-by-step program that builds your foundation for everlasting career success. You're going to learn tips and tools that nurtures your career long after we finished working together. And look at this. At the end of the program, you're going to be clear on your steps. You're going to have a finished resume, cover letter, LinkedIn profile. You're going to have a marketing plan, critical networking skills, know how to answer common interview questions, negotiate for a better salary. So basically, you're just well on your way of landing the job of your dreams. And you're also going to have confidence in yourself and your future. So imagine knowing all of this and having all of these things, how it's going to help you. What's the long-term benefit for you in 6 months or a year or 3 years from now? Because that's my mission, to create everlasting positive change that improves your professional and your personal life. So let's review the difference between the two programs. First, let's talk about the bootcamp versus the masterclass in terms of time. So the bootcamp is 3 sessions. It usually lasts about 4 weeks, where the masterclass is 9 sessions and usually goes about 12 weeks. Both programs are self-paced, so you can take the time you need, and both programs include support in between sessions. Now, let's talk about price. The bootcamp is $995, and the masterclass is $2,600 if you pay in full. Otherwise, it's 3 monthly payments of $975. So let's talk about that price. First of all, I want to make sure you're committed. I want you to invest in this program and invest in yourself and commit to getting it done. Don't waste your money if you're not going to do the work. Also, the program pays for itself. I like to help people get paid their worth, and everyone who's gone through the masterclass with me has enjoyed at least a 20% pay increase in their jobs. So if they were paid $50,000 before, they're paid $70,000 now. And I've even doubled client salaries before. I've even helped one person go from one 6-figure salary to another by doubling it and encourage them to go negotiate even more. So I love helping people get paid their worth. But also, I'm helping you build a career, not just finding that job. So you're going to get this foundational work and knowledge that's going to take you through the next 5, 10, 20 years of your career. And if you're not convinced, the masterclass also has a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you show up to the program and do the work for 30 days, the homework, the resources, you show up to the coaching sessions prepared, you say, yep, Emily, I'll do it. I'll put in the effort. And you do that, and you think the program's not right for you or you don't see the value in it, then I'm going to refund your money. No problem. Because I don't want to waste your time or your money or my time, because those are all very valuable and limited resources. Now let's talk about the structure. The bootcamp doesn't follow a specific program because it's designed to help you with that #1 problem that keeps you up at night. But the masterclass follows my 5-step program, which is proven and guaranteed to help you find career clarity and confidence. Let's talk about resources. The bootcamp has limited access to client resources because I'm not going to give you everything without context, just the selected items that are going to help you with your #1 problem. The masterclass has unlimited access to all the client resources. I have mini courses, jam-packed resource lists, videos, worksheets that's going to help you on every step of your career journey. So, not sure which program is right for you? Make a free 30-minute appointment and let's talk about it. Let's talk about your goals. You're going to find links here all over the website. They look like this little box here. You click on the link, you get to my calendar, and you make a free appointment. So now we're back to this woman from the beginning. Picture your life 6 months from now if you do nothing and you don't make any changes. What does it look like? What do you feel like? Now imagine you've done the program, you've done the boot camp, or you've done the masterclass, you've invested in yourself, and 6 months from now, you feel like you have confidence and clarity about your next steps. Imagine how that would feel. What's the change in your life? And I want that for you. I want that change. I love helping people succeed. So take that first step by booking the 30-minute appointment. Now, let me tell you, these sessions are free. I'm not selling anything. If you want to talk about the programs, we can, but I just like helping people succeed. So spend that 30 minutes talking about your number one problem. It's okay with me as long as I'm helping. And if you're ready to purchase the program, great. I'm excited to work with you. Check out this link. Now, I might be on a wait list. If the products are grayed out, that means I'm on a wait list and the website will collect your name. But if I'm available to take clients at the time, you're going to go to this link, purchase the product, and you immediately get started on resources and action steps to get started right before our first session. And if you have any questions, just send me an email and I'll be very happy to help.